Alright, and welcome to the next episode of Rowan is Bad with Kids. Nah, I'm kidding, tells Xillia. Anyway. Rowan is bad with kids. Or is he good with kids? Tipo says he's bad. We'll listen to Tipo. Alright, nap time.
You must be exhausted. You should rest. Allow me to see you to your chambers.
You do not wish to retire, young master?
Not yet. I need some air.
You seem burdened. Perhaps I could offer some counsel.
Maybe. It's kind of personal.
Is it about Miss Elise, perhaps?
Huh? Yeah.
My young mistress was kind enough to recount how Miss Elise came to accompany you on your journey.
Elise told Drissel about it? She's my responsibility. She has nothing to do with Mila's mission. I don't want to get her involved any more than she already is. Rowan, would the Sherrills be willing to take in Elise? She and Drissel get along so well, and you and Klein have been so nice to her.
The girl is little more than a stranger to you, and yet she weighs heavily on your mind.
Everyone teases me for being a do-gooding honors student, and maybe they're right. I just can't let things like this go.
Indeed. Please leave everything to me. I will discuss this matter with Lord Klein and Lady Drissel personally. Now you should rest. You need not add sleep deprivation to your list of burdens.
Thanks. Good night.
But of course, good night.
Whee!
I still haven't heard from my people at Fort Gandala. I imagine you're growing impatient. Would you like me to dispatch Rowan to check on the preparations? Very well. I will send him at once. I'm counting on you, Rowan.
I will not let you down.
How long until you return?
Let's see. It should take me no less than a day to get to and from on horseback.
Oh, I suppose that means we'll have to bid farewell to our new friends tomorrow.
Looks that way, if everything's on track.
That settles it. Today, Ellie, Mila, and I are going shopping. Shopping? For real? Hooray! Time's a-wasting. Let's go!
Mila has no choice.
Wait, where are we going?
I promised to take Ellie shopping, silly. If you're leaving tomorrow, today's our only chance.
Ah, very well. You two carry on with your consumerism.
Everyone, to the shops! To the shops!
Wait, put me down. I have no need for trinkets.
It's not gonna kill you to tag along.
Yeah, you might actually enjoy acting like a human girl for once.
A human girl? Strictly speaking, the concept of gender does not apply to me. I merely took the form of a woman upon manifesting in this realm.
Nope.
I can no longer obey the king. He uses his own people as pawns. It's time to stand against these tyrants. It's the only way to protect this precious piece of ours.
Are you going to rebel?
Is there going to be a war?
I'm certain Noctigal has consolidated his power for an invasion on Azul. He has already shown that he's willing to sacrifice his own people to satisfy his ambition. If he isn't stopped, countless lives in Rashigal and Azul will be lost all for naught. I am the governor, and protecting the people who live here is something that I must do.
That's not easy.
You're right, but I'm responsible. Now, will you lend me your aid?
But, well,
Deposing Noctigal is in everyone's best interest.
Uh-oh.
We must unite for this cause.
Master! Klein!
Damn it.
Heal him, quickly!
Right.
This arrow is... No, Jude, please, you mustn't give up now.
Rowan, you can't expect miracles. We know that the wound is mortal. It's up to you to look after the country now.
But I know that I'm not up to the task. It's impossible.
You of all people can do it. I know that you can.
Master, no. Don't go.
Lord Klein!
Please continue with your report.
Yes, sir! The Rashigal army has invaded the town. Our troops are engaged throughout the city.
Things just went from bad to worse.
Mila and the others are out there.
Very well. We must protect Lady Dracel at all costs. Master, please forgive me for having to leave your side. We must defend the manor.
Yes, sir!
Let's go.
So much for invading the fort.
If you leave an egg in an empty box, and said egg gets crushed, the cause must lie within the egg itself. How's egg principle? It sounds obvious, but at the same time, not so much.
500 years ago, Professor Howe used that principle to deduce how spirit channeling works.
Although, people still channeled beforehand, right? They just didn't know what they were doing.
Yeah. Since spirits have no apparent physical form, people weren't aware they existed at all. But Professor Howe surmised that something had to be converting the mana from our mana lobes into arts.
And that turned out to be spirits.
Yep. His hypothesis was proven with
Whoops.
And because he figured out what was inside the egg, the age of spirit arts was born.
Exactly. Although there's still a lot we don't understand about spirits.
Like Maxwell being a busty 20-year-old. Bet even Professor Howe didn't see that coming. There's no beating big cities.
Oh, shoot.
Look! Lady Dracel!
Let's clear out these goons.
No, it will take too long and waste our energy. Stand down this instant! What point is there in fighting after you've completed your mission? Or are you mere savages who take delight in the suffering of your countrymen? Let us return to the manor.
Right.
Well, that was a pointless run. And we managed to lose 2 of our teammates in the process. Fick. 2 teammates. Lady Dracel is not a teammate. He counts with a lease. 2 people.
Everything okay?
Yes, I have made arrangements for Lord Klein's funeral, although the ceremony will be brief.
How could this have happened?
The arrow that took my master's life was of a unique design, one used only by Noctigal's personal guard. And considering the timing of the army's invasion, it's obvious this was all a plot by Noctigal. The assassination allowed him to seize complete control of Roshagal.
Noctigal does think big.
I wonder where they took Mila and the others.
Fort Gandala, most likely. A single division of troops couldn't possibly attack multiple cities in a short time. It's reasonable to assume that Sapstrath Sea Haven remains safe and under Sharilton control. Thus, our attackers must have been ordered to return to Fenmont. And Fort Gandala is the only place equipped to house troops between here and there.
Good thinking. Makes sense to me.
We have to save them.
I like your moxie, kid, but we're talking about a fortress here. It's not like we can storm the walls.
On the contrary, we do need to rush. Tonight may be our only chance. The morale among those troops was visibly low, and now they've been forced to march home after battle with no rest. They'll be at their weakest. And don't forget we have a trump card ready and waiting.
That's right. The men we sent to infiltrate the fortress.
We should depart at once.
Oh.
I can't believe they got Mila.
Are you so surprised? These are the same thugs who snared the 4 great spirits.
And I let the same thing happen again.
Let's get moving, gentlemen. We can't afford to suffer any more losses.
Aren't you listening? These guys are way out of our league.
Don't be ridiculous. They haven't a chance. Especially against a warrior of your considerable talent.
Didn't take you for the sort that props up comrades with sweet talk.
That depends on the comrade. Does it seem to be working?
A nice effort, but I only fall for flattery when it comes from the lips of a lady.
Then let's go save Mila and the others. I'm sure they'll praise you.
Oh yeah? Well then, I guess I'll put out a little effort.
I'm glad they made Jude a healer then. Because I kind of just lost both of mine. Oh, well, to be fair, Mila's not really a healer. Oh wow, Link seal?
Excuse me, sir. I just wanted to say how great it was seeing someone stand up against those soldiers.
Don't you work for the governor? I do indeed. I am Rowan Ilbert, the Sherrill family butler.
Well, you really stuck it to them earlier. They should be ashamed of themselves for attacking civilians, let alone kidnap women and children.
At least they scattered off afterwards. I guess they're not used to having someone challenge them.
They did seem a bit disorganized. Maybe their morale is low.
That may very well play a part. But the main reason they ran off is because they hadn't been ordered to kill us.
If they had, would they have done it? Even despite their misgivings?
That's what soldiers do.
That's what all grown-ups do. Working isn't supposed to be easy.
I guess so.
Well, away we go. Don't really want to fight anybody. Not without my comrades. Experience that they won't get if I do fight. Oh look, it's far-fetched. No.
Watch out! Water! Not bad. I provide support. That's one! Igneous quest! Not bad. Demon Always one step ahead. Far That's one! Understood.
I can still do better.
Hello.
I'm not liking this wind. It's messing up my hair.
So there isn't actually anything up that one. Ah, shoot! There's a hole. And that one leads me to another direction. Hey, that reminds me. Alright, let's go get the girls back.
So this is Fort Gandala. It looks like a steel castle.
It was built to protect the trade routes, ostensibly anyway. But now it would seem they have abandoned all pretense.
So, how do we get in touch with your man on the inside?
Follow me. Jude, I need you to climb into that shaft. Tap on the wall once, twice, and then twice again. If you hear 3 taps followed by 1, that means everything is ready.
I got the go sign.
Good. Let's proceed.
Please hurry.
Good work. You have my gratitude, and that of the late Lord Klein.
Everyone in the fortress has heard what happened in Sharilton. It's hard for any of us to come to grips with this.
I'd offer my shoulder to cry on, but we're kinda in a hurry here. What's going on inside, the short version?
Of course. Lady Dressel and the others are locked in a cell on the 2nd floor. But that's not the worst of it. All the prisoners have had their legs bound with hex shackles.
And those are?
If anyone wearing one of those shackles steps across a hex zone like the one over there, then it's
Oh,
designed
lovely.
to explode.
What? So even if we free them from their cells, they won't be able to escape until we can disable those shackles.
It would take far too long to track down the key holder. I suggest we seize the fortress's control room instead. Then we can deactivate the whole security system.
We've been unable to pin down the control room's location. I'm sorry.
Don't worry, we'll figure the rest out. You've been a huge help.
Not to put the cart before the horse, but we should make sure we have a way out of here.
Would you see to our escape plan?
Yes, sir. We'll commandeer a carriage. Here, you'll need this key. It allows you to operate the elevators.
Alright, we will save it here. And we'll continue the invasion of the castle next time.